Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that a series of dramatic events are coming, and all revolve around the complicated relationship between Taylor, Brooke, and Ridge. These revelations promise to leave viewers in awe, especially when a sudden death is predicted to happen this coming October. Taylor confesses that she is suffering from heart failure, a life-threatening illness, and she shares this information with Lee in an emotional moment. This confession raises the big question: will Taylor actually die from heart failure? For viewers, Taylor dying from heart failure seems like a logical outcome, and many fans are quick to assume that this is what will happen. However, the latest development of the show is not so simple. A sudden death will happen in October, and it will not come from Taylor's heart failure as everyone thinks. Instead, this death will be the result of a carefully planned murder plot. In fact, Taylor will not die of illness, but she will be brutally murdered. This is the biggest shock point of the film in the coming time. The culprit in the murder case is none other than Brooke, who has long been Taylor's arch-rival. The tension between Taylor and Brooke stems from the fact that both have deep feelings for Ridge, the man who is always at the center of the arguments and conflicts. Although Taylor has clearly stated that she has no intention of getting back together with Ridge, the reality is that the feelings between the two have never been resolved. Ridge cannot stop thinking about Taylor, and even though he is married to Brooke, he always feels that his heart still belongs to Taylor. Ridge is torn between two women, and this only makes the situation more complicated. Although Taylor insists that she has no intention of breaking up Ridge and Brooke's marriage, the truth is that Ridge is slowly losing feelings for Brooke. He can't stop thinking about Taylor, about the memories they had together. Ridge is even considering breaking up with Brooke to get back with Taylor, although he hasn't made it public yet. All of these signs indicate that the relationship between Ridge and Taylor is still very strong, and that's something Brooke can't stand. Brooke begins to become suspicious and jealous, believing that Taylor is trying to seduce Ridge again. In Brooke's mind, Taylor is a direct threat to her family's happiness. Brooke believes that Taylor can't accept that Ridge chose her over Taylor, and now Taylor is plotting to lure Ridge back to her. Brooke's jealousy and anger reach a peak when she begins to believe that decisive action is the only way to protect her love. In a fit of rage and loss of control, Brooke decided to act brutally. She could not let Taylor continue to be a threat to her marriage with Ridge. Brooke planned to kill Taylor to completely remove her from Ridge's life and her life. This was a dark and tragic turn, when the woman who always appeared strong and decisive like Brooke chose to act in an unexpectedly cruel way. Brooke was determined to end everything completely, and nothing could stop her. She pretended to accept Taylor's happiness with Ridge, and the two reconciled. When they both raised their glasses to celebrate this joy, Brooke had a cruel smile. Taylor suddenly had a seizure and died suddenly. Brooke quickly screamed and called for help, but when people arrived, Taylor was dead. Brooke described Taylor's actions before death standing with symptoms of heart failure. This suggests that Taylor died of her heart failure and Brooke had nothing to do with it, but in reality, this is not the case. Taylor's drink contained cardiac arrest medication. Once Taylor drank it, her heart would have stopped rapidly, and combined with her heart failure, this led to her sudden death. Will the police investigate Taylor's death? Or has it been determined that her death was due to heart failure? Taylor's death will definitely be a big shock to everyone. No one will expect that Brooke, who always stood on the side of justice and protected her family, would become a murderer. The audience will be shocked by this action, and that will create a series of dramatic events after that. How will Ridge react when he discovers that the woman he loves has been murdered by his own wife? Will Brooke be able to hide her crime, or will the truth soon be revealed? In short, October of The Bold and the Beautiful promises to bring big shocks to the audience. Taylor's death is not simply an accident due to illness, but the result of a haunting murder plot. This plot will definitely change all the relationships in the film, especially between Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor, and will open up a series of dramatic events to come.